You don't really know much about Halloween.
Hello and welcome back to another unboxing video. I am your host Joel. I am one half of the Newly Deads. If you're not familiar with who the Newly Deads are, please go to our website at thenewlydeads.com. You can find out information about who we are, what we do, where to find us. We actually are doing one event this year as we are physical artists, and you'll be able to find us there if you'd like to come say hello and check out what we have to sell. We will be at the Witches Market on October 4th, sponsored by Wolf Hollow at the Boone County Fairgrounds here in lovely Belvedere, Illinois. I'm actually in Rockford, but anyway, I'll put the information up here. If you have any questions about that, please feel free to reach out to Wolf Hollow directly, or you can reach us at contact@thenewlydeads.com or through our Facebook page. We'd be happy to answer any of those questions about that or anything else that we do. We also create digital content, which if you found the YouTube channel, you obviously have seen. There's a lot of other unboxing videos that I do. We also do caffeinated videos, Sinister Snacks, follow us around videos. And then we also are posting all of our back catalog of the half-an-hour chat show we do called Dollar Store Drive-In, which you can find the new episodes on these 4 networks, which I'll put up on the screen now. We release one new episode a week without fail. Every once in a while, there might be one that is missed for a specific reason, but I try very, very hard to make sure there's at least one new episode a week. But for all the back episodes that you may have missed, I'm reposting those on our YouTube channel. So you can go check out those. I'm up through the 40s at this point. But that is a labor of love. And please stick around after the credits on those episodes, because I do always include a stinger. Sometimes it's 3 seconds, sometimes it's 3 minutes, but there's always something extra for you to check out at the end. So please stick around for that. What else? I think that is it. It's all the housekeeping, as my wife would say. Oh, what is Dollar Store Drive-In? It's a half-an-hour chat show where we watch a film that we find out in the wild, and then we talk about it. These are films that you may not see in a lot of places because they are kind of things that kind of get put in cutout bins and bargain basement stuff. Doesn't mean that they're bad. It just means that for whatever reason, they didn't do what they were supposed to do, or they're just trying to get rid of extra stock. So anyway, there's more information about that if you watch the episodes of the show. So I had re-upped my Vinegar Syndrome subscription for this year. It's my 2nd year as a subscriber. And so this is the July subscriber box from Vinegar Syndrome. There's only 3 titles in the box, but they're kind of exciting. That is kind of, up to debate, perhaps. But the first one we have is The Rage, Carrie 2, or Carrie 2, The Rage. This is from 1999. I remember when this came out, which I'm a huge fan of the original Carrie. Just a fantastic horror film. So I was a little sketchy about this one. I haven't rewatched it again since I saw it the first time, and I was a little underwhelmed. But the basic plot of this is that a horrible massacre strikes up after an outcast teenage girl is taunted by a group of high school jocks, all of them unaware of her cutthroat telekinetic powers. Sounds familiar? Of course it does. This is directed by Kat Shea, who is a very interesting director. They did an interview of her not too far or long ago on the Movie Crypt, which is one of my favorite podcasts with Adam Green and Joe Lynch. Check it out, and you will, if you have any preconceived notions about her or the film she's done, it will definitely open your mind. And she's known for Poison Ivy. That's the one they talk about the most on there. And then she also did Strip to Kill 1 and 2, as well as this and a bunch of other stuff. This was also directed by Robert Mendel, who did FX, which I remember when that movie came out when I was a kid, and The Substitute, which I love that franchise. Rest in peace, Treat Williams, but that's the Tom Berenger one. But there's 4 films in the series, and I love them all. This stars Emily Bergel, who did lots and lots of TV and some other things. You just have to look it up. She's got a pretty good resume. This also stars Jason London, who was in Dazed and Confused, and something called Dam Sharks. Now, it's not like Damn Sharks. It's like, oh, those sharks are in the dam, like DAM. Anyway, a little bit of trivia here. Sissy Spacek was offered a cameo in the sequel, which she turned down. However, she did give Kat Shea permission to use some of her scenes from the original Carrie for flashbacks. Aside from archival footage from the first film, Amy Irving is the only actress and character to return for the sequel. Now, again, Vinegar Syndrome is known for its packaging. So here we go. We've got the front and the back. Inside, oh, there we go. You will see this is a 4K disc. There is the original poster art that was everywhere in 1999. There's the information about the film as well as special features and whatnot. Inside, you've got a pretty simple, just the Blu-ray and the 4K disc. Like I said, I have not rewatched it since it originally came out, but I'm kind of excited to see it now that I've kind of gotten to know Kat Shea's work a bit more. So next up, we have The Card Player from 2003. This is about a Rome policewoman who teams up with a British Interpol agent to find a crafty serial killer who plays a taunting game of cat and mouse with the police by abducting and killing young women and showing it all over an internet webcam. This is directed by the incomparable Dario Argento, who did Deep Red and Tenebrae, which I'm sure you're already familiar with that if you're familiar with Dario Argento. This stars Liam Cunningham, the Onion Knight, who is in Game of Thrones, and a very well-regarded kind of an independent film called Let Us Pray, which starred Paulina McIntosh. If you've not seen it, check it out. This also stars Stefania Rocca, who was in The Talented Mr. Ripley. A little bit of trivia here. The idea behind The Card Player came in 1996, just after the release of the Stendhal Syndrome. I think I may have overdone that. Anyway, and was intended to be a sequel titled In the Dark, with Asia Argento returning to portray the character of Anna Manny. But director Dario Argento then decided to make Phantom of the Opera instead, and the idea was abandoned. So again, lots of packaging. There's the art. I don't know if that's... Anyway, another 4K disc. There's that horrific imagery. There's the information, the special features. Inside, once again, very simple. Just the Blu-ray and the 4K discs. So that is the second one. And finally, the one I'm most excited about, because who doesn't love a giant monster movie, right? We have Yongari, Monster from the Deep from 1967. I love a good monster movie. This is about earthquakes in Central Korea that turn out to be the work of Yongari, that guy, a prehistoric gasoline-eaten reptile that soon goes on a rampage through Seoul. That just happened last week. This is directed by Kim Ki-duk, who did Shanghai Blues and Five Marines. The stars Young Il-oh, who was in The Armless Swordsman and The Snake Woman. And a little bit of trivia here. Curiously, amongst all of the vehicles in this film, none of them are Asian made, or almost all, but rather are American made, Plymouths, Cadillacs, and even a 1960s Chevy Corvair convertible. Why that is, don't know, not in the trivia, but fun little fun fact. So there is the cover of Mr. Yongari themselves. Back there, a little bit of rocket action. Inside, this is, whoop, wrong way. This one has double slipcover action. So we got the external slipcover, and we have the internal slipcover, which doesn't have a lot to add, but that's okay. Again, 4K disc, same cover there. In the back, you get all the information about the film. Now inside with this one, you get a little bit of extra. So you've got the 4K and the Blu-ray. Now I am going to open this. I typically don't open the posters, but this one I had already seen prior to this. I always kind of wanted one for myself, so I'm kind of excited to have this. But check it out. That's really cool. I'm going to have to get that framed just because it's fun. I love when they do kind of what a made-up creature might, what the internal system may work like, look like, act like. They've done that with all kinds of different things over the years, and it's just kind of fun to kind of let your imagination run. So anyway, that is it for another unboxing video. Thank you, Vinegar Syndrome, for putting out continually interesting stuff and making my subscription worthwhile. But anyway, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can reach us at our aforementioned website or the email that I mentioned. You also can reach us on our Facebook page. I am there every single day posting content. So if you have any, questions about what we're doing, or, kind of want to be interactive with the content we provide, please do so. And I guess that's it. So keep in mind that tomorrow is not guaranteed, so don't forget to unbox your heart. We'll see you soon.
Should be done, you see, between the real and the unreal. The dead might be looking in. Halloween, the festival of Samhain. Happy Halloween.